Hey guys, welcome back to Mini Mindy TV, and I am back again with another video. Hey guys, so I am back with the part 2. I'm here to answer the most infamous question everybody wants to know and the questions from my donor. I'm gonna answer the most infamous question at the end of this video. But if you would like to stick around for the questions from my donor, stay tuned. So the first question I got is, what is my ancestry? And honestly, I do not know. I'm pretty sure there's probably some websites where like you can find out for free or whatever without having to do like one of those little kits, but I don't know. So I'll probably look into that at some point, but I don't know. The second question is, do you think the baby will look more like you or me or a mix when he is older? And honestly, I don't know, because right now he has like my face very strongly. So I don't know. At first, like when he was first born, it was like a little bit questionable because he looked very Asian at first, but now he just strictly looks like me. So like, I don't know. The third question is there anything you learn now that you would do differently? Probably not, because I'm very experienced with kids. But as far as like being a mother, I would say it's important to like have patience, because like sometimes being a mom, especially a mother full-time solely like by yourself, it can be overwhelming sometimes. And although you love your baby to like pieces, sometimes it's hard, and sometimes you catch yourself like mid about to have an emotional breakdown because you're just like, why is this my life? But at the end of the day, your baby is the most important thing. And I would just say the most important thing would be to like make sure that you have patience and know that whatever hardship that you are currently going through with your baby, it's not going to last forever. And that would be the only thing that I would say I need to continue doing differently, is making sure that I have patience. So the fourth question is, does your parents or grandparents have blue eyes? And the question is no. My grandfather has hazel eyes. My dad has hazel eyes. Both of my mom and my grandma has brown eyes, and I have hazel eyes from my dad. So I'm assuming that Caden has gotten his blue eyes from your mom, because your mom has really beautiful blue eyes. The fifth question is, does he prefer your milk when you eat certain foods? And currently Caden is formula fed because he is just lazy. And although he latched very well in the beginning, he didn't like to work for it. So it was always so much easier to just give him formula. Also, it was just very stressful because like, especially with him being a newborn, he was very like demanding with wanting to eat. And like when you're waking up like 2 and 3 times in the middle of the night to feed, it becomes stressful, because you're like, I really want to feed you and I really want to breastfeed you, but at the same time, like, he doesn't want to work for it. Like, he just rather drink milk, and that was easier. So I was like, as long as he's fed, that's the only thing that really matters to me. And as long as he's getting enough milk and getting the nutrients that he needs, that's fine. A fed baby is all that I care about. I don't care about none of that mess with, oh, breast is best and whatever. Like, I don't really care about that. Like, as long as he's fed and he's healthy, that's all I care about. So I can't say that he would prefer my milk better because he is not a breastfed baby anymore. The 7th question is, does he make funny facial expressions? And now I can say yes because Caden has a lot of facial expressions, but my favorite one is when he goes like this. And I will insert a clip here so you guys can see him doing it, but he sticks his lips out like that. And I just find it so funny and so cute, and it's almost like he's a little fishy. Hey guys, so right now I am editing the video, the part 2 to the frequently asked questions that I get. The donor part of it, that I said that my donor sent me these questions. I just wanted to come in and make this video real quick and clear because I don't want people thinking that I slept with a man to have my baby because of how I'm answering the questions. Basically, I decided to have a known donor, and it was important that I had a known donor because I wanted to, eventually when Caden grows up, I want him to know his other side, and the only way you can do that is by having a known donor. So we talk in reference to Caden to get like updates and stuff like that, and he asked me these questions, and that's why I am putting this video in. And I don't feel like I need to like explain that to anybody, but just so it can be in the video and nobody will ask me any questions about that, that's why I'm recording this. So yeah, just to clear that up with how I'm answering the questions. When I say I think that's the only features he got from you, it's because we're basically like friends now, and we talk about Caden. So yeah, I just wanted to make that very clear. Alright, bye. But yes, that is number 7. Number 8 is, does he look like anyone in your family? And I can't say that he does, but I think he strongly looks exactly like me. Like, even down to the markings like on the side of my nose, he has them too. So it's like copy and paste. Like, he stole my whole face basically. I think the only thing he did get from you is like the hairline, but other than that, like right now, everything about like his facial features is me. And the eyes. So I'm gonna say number 9 is, does he like to stare at certain things? And now I can say he does. Like, he stares at a lot of things that like catches his attention. He'll stare at like people walking by. He'll stare at like if somebody's coming in the door, he'll stare. He likes to watch Cody run around. He'll watch anything that is like moving. Sometimes he watches like Choo Choo TV and stuff like that. But he'll stare at anything that is a moving object at this point. Does he make funny noises? He screams a lot. I guess he's found his voice. So like he screams a lot. And I'll also insert videos of him screaming too. When you hold him for a long time, do your arms get sore? Do you build muscles from holding him? I can't say he's heavy like when you just hold him, but like he likes to be a little airplane and he likes to fly around when you're doing like activities like that, like putting him up and putting him down. He does tend to get a little bit heavy because he's probably over 12 pounds by now. But it's a nice little workout, and I can say that my arms are getting the fitness they need by flying him around and stuff. What do you do to make him progress ahead of schedule, like with actions and behaviors he does? I just work with him like according to his milestones and what he should be doing. Like sitting up, I will sit on the floor with him and, you know, try to help him balance himself. Right now he is at the phase where he's getting up on his knees, but he hasn't processed getting up on his knees and like holding his head up at the same time. So like he'll keep his front half down and his bottom half up. So we've been working on that, and right now he can hold himself up like with his head and everything in the crawling position for about like 5 seconds. So we've been working on that every day. So I'm assuming that he will crawl early, and I'm assuming that he will walk early, because also when I stand him up and like I try to walk with him, he moves his legs to walk. So I think that he's gonna crawl and he's gonna walk earlier, hopefully by 8 months, because that's what I'm shooting for. The last question he had was, what kind of education do you want for him? And of course, like I want him to finish elementary school, finish junior high school, finish high school. But I think as far as college, I'm not gonna push it on him. Like if that's something that he can see himself doing, fine, like I'm all for it. But I don't want to push school on him if that's not something he wants to do. But he needs to have some kind of plan that is gonna support the life that he wants to live. So whether that is going to a trade school and picking up a trade, or, you know, opening a business, or whatever it is he wants to do, it needs to be his life goal. He needs to have something that he can fall back on and still be able to live life. And yeah, that's the kind of education I want for him. Like I want him to do whatever his little heart desires, but he needs to have some kind of backup plan in order to be able to maintain himself and eventually at some point his family. And the most question that everyone has been asking me, if you skip to this part of the video, shame on you, because the video was fire. But the question that everybody has been asking me is, why won't you date your friend Jalissa? Because obviously she loves you and the baby. And the answer to that is, we are best friends, and to be in a relationship, I'm trying to like word this right without offending anyone, but first of all, y'all nosy as shit. I'm just gonna say that y'all nosy as shit. But the answer to that question is, in order to be anything else, you have to be friends first. And me and Jalissa have been friends over 10 years. And through those 10 years, we've both went through a lot of things. And when you enter a relationship with somebody, even though you've been friends for so long, you're getting to know that person in a different way. So it's almost like you're learning that person all over again. And that's where we are right now. Like, we are best friends and we are trying to learn each other on a different level, a more romantic level. And although things are not solidified between me and Jaleesa, that's my boo, that's my baby, and she loves me, of course, and she loves Kaden, and that means more than anything to me, because of course you want to be with somebody that loves you, but when somebody loves you and they take care of your son as if they're theirs, that's like a whole different kind of love. And I love her for that, because, you know, if you can't love my baby, you can't really love me. So that's where we are. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not trying to get too deep, because that's none of y'all's business what happened between me and her. Like, y'all nosy. But I love y'all. I hope I didn't offend anyone, but I be playing. But yeah, I'm just gonna end this video right here. I love you guys. I catch you on the flip, so don't flop, and I see you again next video. Bye guys.
Sometimes we're insecure, we're fragile sometimes.